Thanks for coming in, Mr. Mahoney. Do you have your member ID card?
Yep, I have it right here in the FEP Blue app, see?
Great.
It's awesome. The app can also help me find a provider and keep tabs on my deductibles.
Okay, can I...
Oh, yeah, and my out-of-pocket spending and visit limits, and I can call the nurse line.
I'm really glad it does all that, but I only need to see your member ID card.
Oh, that's it? Why didn't you say so?
Fearless is just one tap away. With the new FEP Blue app from Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you can access your health benefits on the go. Download it now at fepblue.org/app.
Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the War Room. We got Dez, Kill, Jimmy, PJ, B. Austin, the Hot Block Commander. How you want it in a 1 or 2 hour show to keep the brain running with the premise to talk sports on a national level. Roll with the topic, sorta like the rebels. When it's game time, they like the Fab Five during prime time. Sports conglomerates speak their minds a little bit. For sports medicine and sports veterans and greats. The 4th of 26, so the war in Kuwait. It's the War Room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys, diversified and educated.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, Dame top 5, dead or alive? My bad.
Huh?
Sorry. I said it's Dame top 5, dead or alive? My bad. I apologize.
Yo, what are you talking? Yo, anyway, what's good, everybody? You're once again live on the War Room, brought to you by War Room Sports on the War Room Sports Podcast Network. I'm one of your hosts, Jimmy the Blueprint, and I'm at the War Room Roundtable with my brothers, B. Austin, and we got a guest host in the building, Hank Rawson, a.k.a. Billy Beige, a.k.a. hashtag Hank Hell, a.k.a. Mr. TMZ is in the building. Listen, man, a deal has been struck between the players and owners in the situation started by our hero, Colin Kaepernick. We'll discuss that as well as what's going on in the NBA, in the NFL. Well, they're going to talk about that. I stand with Kat. So keep it locked right here. To get in a conversation, make sure you join us right now on the JW Philly Realty chat room at blogtalkradio.com/The War Room, or join us on Facebook, Twitter, at War Room Sports. As always, everything's at War Room Sports. You can also call us directly in about 30 minutes when we open up the Digital Extreme Technologies hotline, and that number is 323-410-0012. Before we get started, we got to let y'all know that right now we have some server issues with the War Room Sports Podcast Network, but we'll have it back up in a minute. The network is currently down while we iron out the problems. Until then, you can get archived episodes of our show right here on Blog Talk Radio, TuneIn Radio, iTunes, and, of course, YouTube. Everybody loves YouTube. The rest of the shows will be back up as soon as we can resolve the issues. But, yo, what's going on, gentlemen? Who's getting fired next?
Trump, hopefully. Keep it a beat, man. I've been saying too much about Trump, and that's really the reason why they're trying to take the network, yo. But we fighting, man. We never gonna give up. We never.
I mean, Matt Lauer's a big deal. Like, you know, Russell Simmons went down today. Pause. But it's like, who's next? Like, is it going to make its way throughout the entire music business? Like, you know, Hollywood has already got body bagged. Let's try to figure out, like, what's next, man.
Yeah, man. The problem right now is that these dudes not getting these NDAs and these bags to these women quick enough. So I think everybody is eventually about
So your belief is that it's the payoff. The payoffs aren't happening quick enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Because at this point, you would have to be a fool not to think about every possible skeleton that you have in your closet.
No, but nobody gonna think about, remember what happened back in '91? Because most of the time you don't forgot that happened anyway.
I know I did.
Dog, yeah, okay, you can't tell me you remember every situation. If you remember every situation you ever had, then you ain't have a lot of situations. I'm just gonna put it like that. And when I mean by situation, I don't mean by Matt Lauer situation. I'm talking about just, sharing tender moments with other people of the opposite sex. But yeah,
I'm gonna give that to Russ, because we all know Russ. He was a dust head, and that probably wasn't the only situation like that. But like a Matt Lauer, he was straight sexually assaulting in the office. You remember? I think you remember every sexual assault in the office.
Yeah, because I don't have none. But I get your point. I mean, I don't know, but when you see some of these dudes' savage behaviors in the history of them having it, maybe they don't, because that's like so normalized for them. like the stories that came out about Charlie Rose was like shocking to me because like Charlie Rose has been on TV my entire life and he's like an old head like, and he was recently active still trying to, you know what I mean?
Oh, it don't go away. It don't stop.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we talked about this a little bit in the War Room Sports, game time group meeting. A lot of these guys, like, the reason why they got is solely so that they could start getting girls. So
true.
They think this comes along with the power that they created. Like most of these guys, like a Harvey Weinstein, isn't the type of guy that had girls falling all over him his whole life. Like he had to get into the position. In the words of the immortal Nas, you owe me some.
But hold on, though. Hold up, though. Because even beyond that, when you look at the fact that it's happening with like young and old, there's also learned behavior, and it's like a history of this. It's a culture thing, because you have young guys that are going down. No pun intended. No Chris Rios, but you got like the old guys as well. So, this is a culture thing. This is the culture of entertainment, man. But any predictions on what happens next? I mean, is Al Roker going to lose his gig next? Anybody got any predictions right now?
Pain. It's hard to say.
It's got to be a big name from like the world of sports. It's going to be like, well, Chris Berman's going already. It's got to be a big name though.
They're gonna bring your man Puddin' Pop back up. They're gonna roll him back out. Yeah, they got to.
Who?
Puddin' Pop. Hey, Billy Beige, man, we on the same wavelength. Break it down for you, brother. Who Puddin' Pop is?
Yeah. You talk about your Uncle Bill, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Heathcliff coming back around.
Oh, that boy? Nah.
Yeah,
nah.
That boy coming back around for Heathcliff.
No, they won't go after like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady.
Peyton Manning already been out there. They already got it.
Yeah, that's true. Peyton Manning stuff did come out there. He got away with it though.
Yeah,
he was early. See, that's the problem with the Trump stuff too. Is they were too early. They pulled them out at election time. If they pulled them women out now, Trump would be in a lot more trouble because it's hot. It's hot in these streets. But my guy, real guy that you would never expect, somebody that looks real wholesome, but probably did some crazy stuff. I'm gonna give it to my little man Bob Costas, man. I think Bob.
Yo, no Bob Costas slander. That's my guy.
Yo,
man.
Bob was putting a number 2 pencil in her. Never mind, yo.
No Bob Costas slander. Anyway, man, let's move on to talk about things that happened while you were on the grind, which is brought to you by DirecTV. If you like a better TV experience than cable has to offer, which includes a lot of different sports packages. Right now, NBA is hot because that's kind of what we talk about and watch on the evening. Shout out to everybody in our the Slander Room, which is our group chat, and you can find that at warroomsports.com. Anyway, if you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta have DirecTV. It's time to talk about these stories that happened this past week where everybody was getting their grind on. First thing is young Marcus Garvey, a.k.a. LeBron Raymond James, Akron approved his school. So, LeBron is making moves in terms of this whole school situation, man. So, I know that we slander LeBron a lot about some of his, difficulties on the court, but who can question his off-the-court behavior?
Not many, and I will be the first to say, although I do think that there's a certain level of media awareness with the moves that LeBron makes, a.k.a. I've called them a little contrived in the past. At this point, looking at his track record, you can't say that the brother's not committed to making a difference in the community. Even if he is aware of the waves it will make and the positive impact it'll have on his reputation.
Gotta be passive aggressive.
No, I'm not even being passive aggressive. I'm honestly saluting him, yo. I'm honestly saluting him because from a track record standpoint, you can go back 10 years. You can go back probably 15, and he has consistently been one to give back at a rate and a clip that I don't know that we've ever really seen from a star in his position and his level.
No, that's
so
a great point.
I gotta salute. Like, there's no one that sat at the top of the mountain, the pinnacle, and actually was like, "Yo, I care." and I'm gonna make sure everybody knows I care, and I'm gonna give back. And even if there's some things that are unpopular, I'm gonna speak up a little bit on them, and I salute him for that. You know, I don't salute him for the fact he can't shoot jumpers. I don't salute him for his footwork and for the fact that he passes in the clutch. But
waiting for it.
Yo, other than that, this brother is clutch where it counts, man, and that's on the give back, on the charitable,
and honestly, like that's the stuff that's what
matters.
Matter the most. Yeah, and you made a great point that I never thought about, which is that someone in his position, meaning that, he's at the top, even though, they're short like leprechauns, but at the same time, he's at the top of the food chain when it comes to his profession. Like, so we've never seen that, whether it was, Magic, Larry. I mean, everybody does their thing, but not at this clip, like you said, like not where that's a part of who they are.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? When you think about him,
that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it, Jimmy. And I want and not let our listeners lose. That's who he is. And there's where I will draw the line in saying that I have in past accused him of being a little bit contrived in the way he gives back, and I still believe that, but I don't think that he's no. Wait, I don't think that it's still. I don't think it's disingenuous at this. Like, I think he's genuine in wanting to give.
But here's the thing, though. Like, and most of us have given back in one form or another. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the young ladies trying to get through college, but we've given back in one form or another. But at the end of the day, the one thing that I think both of you brothers can attest to is when you do give back, the feeling of giving back is one that's kind of like contagious. So even if he started where it was, my brand, I think he enjoys it at this moment. Who wouldn't enjoy giving back the way that he does? But Brother Hank, I know you got some bars about LeBron.
Yeah, no doubt. I think the most important thing that B. Austin acknowledged was not just the fact that, he uses his checkbook. He doesn't hesitate to speak up and use his platform as well. I really salute LeBron for not being afraid to speak out, draw attention to social as well, because we know that, I'm sure if you check the books, like the Michael Jordan Foundation is probably giving millions and millions and millions away, as a tax write-off. But as far as speaking out against things and bringing that spotlight to social injustice, we all know how Mike was about that. Like, he was all about just something.
So basically, what you're saying is that LeBron doesn't care that Republicans buy sneakers too.
Nah, man, not at all.
Okay, all right. Let's make sure we're on the same page. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Because
are we gonna act like we don't know that Mike did stand up and support the funding of one of the greatest pieces of film art ever in Malcolm X?
I mean, so there's Oprah and Magic. I mean, he gave $25 to the GoFundMe. Salute to him for that.
They didn't have GoFundMe back then. Stop hating.
It wasn't called GoFundMe back then. It was called everybody meet up at a church and pass a bag around. But salute to LeBron, man. Let's get to some serious news, man. My man Talib Kweli, a.k.a. Aqib Talib, and Michael Crabtree were both suspended 2 games after the second chain snatching in fight. I mean, this looked like, the Spectrum in South Philly back in the 80s. My man got his chain snatched again. Like, what's going on with these two? Like, I saw the highlights. Everybody knows I'm not watching football, but this got sent to me a gazillion times because of my former allegiance to one of these professional teams. But what's going on, man?
Well, let me take it from the top, because I peeped this game, and while we all know that Talib Kweli, a.k.a. Aqib Talib, has a reputation as the big bad wolf and being about that life, about that gunplay, about that knife work, about that $150, about that 730. All right, y'all get the point. In this particular case, I watched, and there's some other pundits that will corroborate this. Michael Crabtree came into the game with bad intentions. And the reason that he came into the game with bad intentions is because, now follow me here, brothers, Crabtree and Talib Kweli both live in the Dallas area. And it's been said that Crabtree goes out of his way to stay out of the big bad wolf's path while he lives in Dallas. And that's been mentioned not even by Talib Kweli, but just other players calling him, soft. Then you've got the piling on effect of Richard Sherman and a couple other DBs saying, Crabtree, he ain't really about what he puts out there. Like he's a little soft. So Crabtree comes into the game and punches Chris Harris in the solar plexus, and they and Chris Harris didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, we don't know what Chris Harris may have said or anything, but it looked like it was initiated by Crabtree. Like, look, I'm gonna get my respect out here today. I came here to throw these hands. So that was flagged. Then there was a block where he intentionally took Talib Kweli to the ground when the play was over. It was unnecessary. It was like some Odelia Beckham stuff with Josh Norman. So that was the third incident. Then that was the second. Then the third incident was where they came to blows, and Crabtree was the aggressor until they went to the ground, and then, the big bad wolf wailed on him a little bit. But as he was going to the ground, Talib was like, well, look what I found. This noodle's going to wear a gold chain again in a game, and I ain't going to take it? You got me twisted. Yank! And so, the rest is history, and big brawl ensued, and Crabtree stood off to the side and did, kind of pull Talib Kweli to the side, like, while they over there rumbling and the refs is going to get involved to break everything up, why don't you and I just throw these hands off to the side, because we really know that we really want to throw these hands with each other. Give him that, he was trying to get his respect. So that's really how it went down. Billy Beige, what you think about these gentlemen in the NFL?
I know you got your opinion of it, because B. Austin gave us the whole timeline and whatnot.
Yeah, so you did a great job with the breakdown, but you forgot the initial thing that Mr. Crabtree did.
Okay.
Prior to going out to the field, he actually taped his chain to his shirt.
Mr. Beige, I was unaware of that fact.
Yeah,
he definitely did. I saw that in the blogs. Like,
out of fear that Mr. Talib would be taking his chain. So, I mean, you could come out there and talk all that, stuff that he was coming out there with bad intentions, and I definitely saw that he was trying to start the fight. But I can't respect you if you got to tuck your chain beforehand.
Yo, he had to tuck his chain. Listen, where we are from, and we're gentlemen of a certain age and grew up in a certain environment, like, we all know, and those listeners who are of our ilk, yo, you can't tuck your chain, B.
No, either you can't wear it. Like, you don't deserve to wear it if that's what you gotta do.
If you tuck it, I should be able to take it. If you tuck it, equals taking it. You tuck it, I take it.
But B, not just tucked it,
he taped it.
Like,
he did the tucking tape.
He went to the trainer and got his
Yo, why wear it though, B? Like, what are you doing? Because my thing is,
because on the training table, they sitting on the training table with their ankles wrapped, and he getting his chain.
So now I know that Chris Harris isn't innocent. He's just like us. He said something about the tape job.
I'll tell you what Chris Harris told.
Chris Harris said something about the tape job.
No, he got on his Killer Mike and LP John. He saw the ball and said, "Yo, run the jewels, man." He told him from the rip, like, "Yo, run the jewels."
He was like, "Yo, we taking that before the end of the game, right?" You know that, right? You can't come out of this game with that chain. Like, you brought that. You basically brought it for us. That's a nice gift. Thanks, Mike.
Yo, he said, "Give me the baby ring and the #1 mom pendant, man." That's what he told him, man. So, I mean, because the thing about it, this is totally backfired on Crabtree, because even if you're trying to prove, like, yo, I'm gonna let these hands go, you should have just wore your chain and, like, flaunted it. Like, now go ahead and take it. That's how you prove what it is you're trying to prove. But this whole story coming out about you taping it, no, that ain't kosher.
Yo, he taped his chain, B. Sucker. He did a tucky tape, sucker. You was a sucker.
Yo, speaking about the National Football League, man, let me ask y'all about y'all president, man, because y'all president is still tweeting about the NFL. Like he's still sending shots, letting his tweet hands go, talking about the league's ratings and how the league, people not standing for the anthem and yada yada yada. Like, is he going to stop or he's going to keep going for this entire year?
Nah, can't stop, won't stop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some of his best liked tweets, man. You see all about his ratings. I'm sure if you look at his NFL tweets, it's probably one of his most liked and recent tweets. So he all about getting those likes off, man.
I know one thing. I know the commissioner is probably like, yo, I'm ready to retire. I mean, although he's getting crazy bags, but think about like all the stuff he's had to deal with over this last couple of years that he just didn't have to deal with when they were like pretty much a cash cow. When the league was just got money coming hand over fist, he was chilling. He was literally making more than every player in the league. Like, people don't realize Roger Goodell made like 30-something million one year.
Yo, Roger Goodell, in the years that he's been commissioner, Roger Goodell is over $350 million in salary.
That's crazy. But my point is, people don't realize the amount of bread he was making. But it was pretty much on cruise control, other than a couple domestic violence.
Listen.
Little domestic violence, couple murders.
He gets that bag.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing. But now, like when you're on the spotlight, when you have the president tweeting about you, and the god Colin Kaepernick, doing what he's doing, like he's probably like really having to work for his bread at this point.
Yeah, but he ain't Jimmy. He got another deal that he's trying to get knocked out. Man. They talk about another 40-something million a year, unlimited health care, unlimited use of a private jet for him and his family. He got to turn that.
Oh, he ain't turning that down. They gonna have to fire me. Like I'm gonna take that bag too. Like,
ain't Derrick Rose? They ain't walking away from that.
Come on, chill. We gonna get to the quiz. Chill, dude.
Speaking of the god Colin Kaepernick, Rashard Matthews is going to honor him this week by having his name and his message on his cleats. So we want to salute Colin Kaepernick as well as Rashard Matthews for keeping my man's name out there because Malcolm tried to secure the bag and take that hush money, but no, we ain't gonna let that happen. So we'll talk about that soon. But those are the stories that happened this past week while everybody was on the grind. Again, brought to you by DirecTV. We do have some calls on the line. I'll be with you in 1 second. I just want to give some quick birthday shout-outs. And the birthdays are brought to you by Digital Extreme Technologies. Do you or your business need a custom website? Well, for dynamic, professional, and most of all, affordable custom websites, here's what you got to do. Get rid of your Wix site. Y'all got to chill with these Wix sites. Like, we ain't doing that in 2017, going to 2018. No, we don't do them templates no more, man. Go to Digital Extreme Technologies. You can find them on the web. What's up?
You can't use a Wix site unless you selling on Backpage and you know what you're selling.
Shout out to all my Backpage homies. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. But because I think if you got a Wix site, they mean that you pop cry at weddings, but that's either here nor there. Anyway, digitalextremetech.com, or you can call 267-205-4203. And if you say I heard this in the War Room, you will get a discount, so make sure you bring that up. Because, we have a special thing with Digital Extreme Technologies. Make sure you check their website out also so you can see, like, some of the work that they've done in the past because they got a lot of amazing, websites that they built from scratch. But anyway, it's time to get into the birthday.
My birthday, yay!
Y'all man Jordan Farmar turns 31. Salute to Jordan Farmar.
No, he can't just be 31, yo. He was in the league for like 20 years.
Yeah, it does seem that way, right?
He's been out the league for about
the league for 5 years, a half a decade.
Salute to Jordan Farmar. Marcellus Wiley turns 43. Salute to Marcellus Wiley. Actually, I thought that his show that he had with Kellerman was probably their best work because those two actually work well together. Kellerman is now moved up. And, Marcellus got his own thing going on, but just not the same. Anyway, salute to him. He turns 43. Ivan Pudge Rodriguez turns 46.
Damn.
I thought you getting old,
Shout
right?
out to Pudge, man.
Yo,
Pudge the only
y'all
rookie that
old,
made it
man.
in. Pudge
I got one for you.
But he made it.
Yo, here's one for y'all. Bo Jackson turns 55.
Yo.
How about that one?
All
All
I
I
can
know,
say
Jack,
is, yo.
Bo can't rap.
Yo, Super Tecmo Bowl was a whole lot of years ago, bro. That's about right.
Yeah.
Yo, Hank, you old, man.
Yo, and before I get his next birthday shout out, salute to Casey Mack, who's in our group chat. He said Roger Goodell just last year made $44 million. Yo, the commissioner gets to a bag.
Jimmy, how long
was ill?
How long
year alone, I made $44 million. Come on, man.
Yo, how long has he been commissioner, Jimmy? How long has Goodell been commissioner?
Yo, Casey Mack, tell us how long he's been commissioner, yo, because I don't know the exact time, but we got people listening in the chat and everything. Somebody tell me how long Roger Goodell is Skyview. I know you there, Skyview. How long has Goodell been commissioner? I don't know how long he's been ahead of the league, but he's getting to a bag. Next birthday, real quick, is Paul Westphal turns 67. And I know that Phil Maddock, our brother's listening. This next one he'll appreciate. Rest in peace. Shout out to one Bill Walsh, who was with us from 1931 until 2007. But rest in peace and birthday shout out to Bill Walsh. And those are the birthdays this week.
Yay!
Before, and by the way, Bill Walsh is up there at the table of gods for greatest coaches of all time. I don't know if I would call him necessarily the GOAT, but he is at the table of gods. But, I don't think anyone's the GOAT. But for me, once I saw Bill Parcells make the playoffs with Quincy Carter, who was like searching for that white girl the whole season, it's kind of hard for me to say anybody else. And that's even with Belichick's success. Yo, if you make the playoffs with Quincy Carter, who was looking for that white girl the whole season, and some of y'all get that, some of y'all won't, but a lot of our listeners will get what I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Never mind searching for the white girl. He threw a pass and turned around and cradled up in a fetal position after throwing the pass. And
he definitely did that.
Yo, he turned around. He turned around and cradled up.
Yo, salute to Quincy Carter because I don't know where he is in this world. I hope he's doing great things with his life. But dog. I just had to throw that out there. But rest in peace anyway to Bill Walsh. Definitely a table of God, with my man Parcells, the big tuna. But before we get these callers on, I want to tell everybody, check out our website at warroomsports.com. While you're there, take a look around. Click on the Contact Us tab to send us a message about our company, our show, or to inquire about sponsorship and advertising opportunities, or for joining our network. For general inquiries, email us, info@warroomsports.com. Listen, while you're on the site, make sure you click on the memorabilia tab. You can buy some merch. Click on the blog tab to read our latest articles in the All Sphere Sports and War blog, and then there's all kinds of icons such as iTunes, our YouTube channel, all of our social media content. You can copy my book on there, but you can also do all of that from our mobile app, which is on Android and iOS. Listen, everything can be found at warroomsports.com. Also, join us right now in the JW Philly Realty chat room. Skyview Kevin is in there. Salute to him all the way on the West Coast. You can do that by going to blogtalkradio.com/thewarroom to enter the chat room, sign up for a free profile, or just use your Facebook or Twitter account if you want to do that. That's a quick way to do it. And while you're at it, quick follow to get updates and reminders about the show. We're going to take questions and read posts from all over. We're going to read posts from all the social media as well as our group app, which is on GroupMe, and we keep mentioning that. You can also find that. You can hit any one of us up or hit up War Room Sports at War Room Sports, and we'll add you to the group chat. The group chat, I'm telling you, is very slanderous, and so you got to have thick skin to get in there. But we have fun all week long. We do have fun all week long.
If you want to buy an essay from a Russian, you can.
Definitely, because we definitely have people coming in there selling essays. Shout out to all the essays selling essays bars. To call and speak with us, dial the Digital Extreme Technologies hotline at 323-410-0012 and press 1 when prompted. If you are listening from your phone, just press 1 if you want to talk. You know what I mean? That number again is 323-410-0012. We got a couple calls on the line. We got the homie Court from Facebook. Let me get them on the line real quick. Yo, what's up, King?
Whoa, what up, Blueprint? What up, B?
What's good, brother?
Man, y'all my favorite online show. I mean that. Y'all have my attention for 7 years strong. And every show, y'all get better and better. I love that show y'all did last week, too.
Man,
love. Appreciate that.
We couldn't get better without you, brother, so we appreciate your
Salute.
listens. But what we're shooting for is to be the best show, period. Take that online off of there, man.
Well, I got a couple of bars for y'all this time. Like I said, last time I called, I was kind of nervous, but I wrote some stuff down. So, especially with
you wrote some stuff down. Let's see what you got to talk about, King. What you got to talk about?
Okay, well, y'all know Ice Cube, with him starting his big three, he low-key kind of laid a blueprint on what a lot of, athletes and entertainers could do as far as starting their own league.
He damn sure is, brother. He damn sure.
Also,
did you hear about him getting a deal this season, upcoming season? They're going to show the games live now.
Oh, a word.
Yeah. No more replay. It's going to be all live now. So he's even taking steps to make that league better. Some people don't know if they'll like it live, but we'll see how it plays out.
Right. Now, where I was going was, I don't know if y'all heard about it, but also Diddy, I don't know if he's playing or not, he told Kaepernick he thinks that maybe they should start some type of, independent football league. And I want to get that on that.
It'd never work. It'd never work.
Now, you know, it's funny because I heard a lot of people say that, B. Austin, in terms of like different people. I've heard different people who even have.
Well, let me offer this caveat, and I want your thought on this, Jimmy, because I think you're gonna go somewhere. If you're going to compete directly with what the NFL does, see the way that Ice Cube worked, he's not in competition with the NBA. People don't. The only person that thinks they're competing directly with the NBA is Steven Jackson and probably a couple other players. They trying to get back to what they can't get anymore. But the reality is us, the fans, the owners, the investors, they know they're not competing with the NBA. So if you're talking about creating some sort of football, something based on the game or sport of football that doesn't compete with 11-on-11 NFL football, it could work. But if you're talking about competing, listen, greater pockets than Diddy's have tried.
Yeah. No, and I know that, but that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you what would be the hurdles? Like, what would be the hurdles to trying to do that? Whether you're going directly against them, or because we know that other leagues have tried to like not go directly against them, they still didn't work. Like, so what are is it the hurdles?
But they didn't go directly against them in terms of time slot, but they still were 11-on-11 padded, tackle. Football, the USFL, the XFL, never had a shot. Like you just said, getting the talent, because the NFL, like it or love it or hate it, or call it a white supremacist institution that enslaves black men, whatever, $40 million, so whatever you want to call it, the NFL gets the very best football talent that the country has to offer. Like, they have the best 3,000 African-American men and others that play the sport of football employed.
Well, let me ask all three of y'all question then. Let me ask y'all three of y'all question quick, because you brought this up and it's a good topic. So if someone tried to go 7-on-7, right, to try to take the same formula that you use.
There we go.
If someone wanted to go 7-on-7 and did the same exact formula, you take players that just left the league, guys that aren't like 20 years removed, but maybe have been retired 5 years or so. You get them to come play 7-on-7, shorter field or something like that.
There we go. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't believe it will work. I don't believe.
Okay, Hank.
Hank, why?
The thing about the big three is 3-on-3 is an established way of playing basketball. We've all played 3-on-3 basketball.
But you know what, though?
Nobody plays 7-on-7 football.
No one has, but I think that's a bigger thing now because a lot of camps and things, they run is 7-on-7. Like, a lot of the camps now.
They do.
Mm-hmm. It's not as established as 3-on-3. I get your point, Hank, but it's not as established as 3-on-3. But
let me go in support of Brother Hank, because I see where he's going. 3-on-3. Those guys out on that court, they're probably still 2 or 3 times the athlete that you're going to find at the YMCA, but their game isn't predicated on athleticism. Their game
Man, you
is
ain't never
highly
lied.
skilled. The more skilled you
Mahmoud was lighting cats up at 50.
Mahmoud was giving everyone everything they wanted at any given time, getting comparisons to Steph. He's better than Steph.
And he got grandkids.
I was so happy to see that. Like, that was just such a blessing to see him, to introduce him. But now you're going to get me off on a tangent. My point being, Hank, when you say 7-on-7 isn't going to work, the reason I believe it doesn't work is when you look at it at the high school and collegiate level, the level of athleticism of those guys is ascending. It's on the rise. So you're seeing top-level athleticism. If you're getting guys that are coming out of the NFL, 7-on-7 isn't necessarily a lot of – it is skill, and some of us would appreciate that skill, but what we like in the game of football is the athletic catch, is the Odell Beckham, the black Mexican
and you know what though,
Atlanta.
and I kind of agree with you, even though I don't want to, because I want to see something else work, but I agree with you for a couple reasons. Because we have the Arena League, and I don't know anyone who's been to an arena game. And the crazy part is, as starved as Philadelphia is for a championship, our arena team has won multiple championships, but no one cares. That's one. Two is all about star power. The one thing that Cube did was he used AI, who can't even play no more, but AI literally the first couple games was selling out arenas for people just wanting to see Bubba Chuck. Like, I don't know what star power unless you get like a Peyton Manning to do that. And also, a lot of these ex-NFL players can't walk and have CTE issues anyway.
Jimmy, that's another great point. And I didn't even think, like, when you see NBA guys, and I know you guys have been around, like when they leave the NBA, they don't stop playing basketball.
Not at all.
You can still get a run with a cat that played in the league. You will not find anyone other than Chad Ochocinco and maybe Steve Smith still playing flag football. Like, they don't. Cats ain't playing football after they leave the NFL, to your point.
Because they try to get a break from getting hit. They're like, I don't want to get hit no more.
To build on that star power thing too. I mean, at the end of the day, we as football fans, not you, Jimmy, we root for the name on the front of the jersey, not the back of the jersey. So stars, there's really no star that I would say, oh my God,
true.
I would have to see this guy because I've been so loyal to him throughout my.
No, you're absolutely right. When you think about the NFL right now, you think about the NFL right now.
No, there's nobody in the NFL right now that I would.
Yeah, because even now, the biggest names in the NFL are probably like Brady, probably Cam Newton, the bull J.J. Watt. Like in terms of recognizable stars, like it's not that many. It's probably a handful. LeBron got more cats in his group text that are like stars. The Banana Boat Boys got more stars just in their immediate, like, whatever you want to call them, than the entire NFL. So the star power is definitely not there.
That you're going to be able to sell out an arena with. Even Peyton Manning. I wouldn't get out of my bed to go watch Peyton Manning play a 7-on-7 game.
This is true. I wouldn't. I only will watch the first week to see what kind of a train wreck it'll be, and that'd probably be it. But you're right about that. So football is a different animal. So, but Core, I know you had another point you wanted to bring up.
Oh yeah. That's a good bar, fellas. I'm glad I brought it up. We got some good intake out of that. Okay. What y'all think about one-on-one competition for the NBA All-Star Weekend? Bring one-on-ones back.
Here's my thing, right? I've watched one-on-one tournaments before. Like, there used to be a big one-on-one tournament when I was a kid, and it was in Atlantic City, and I used to go down there and watch it. And a lot of the guys that played in that one-on-one tournament actually made it to the league. One year I went, I think Gary Payton won the whole thing, and he was like a high school guy, and he was killing everybody. But in another year, like Bo Kimball, which is crazy because I thought Bo Kimball was going to be a Hall of Famer. Anyway, with all that being said, it's not that entertaining. It's just not. I mean, it's just not that entertaining. It was entertaining at that point with those because these are guys that you knew were going to play at the next level. So you're like, I'm going to see them while they're young. But thinking back, it really is not that entertaining. So I don't know, like, who do I want to see LeBron play one-on-one with? You know what I mean? Like, no. For me personally, that's just my opinion.
They have a one-on-one competition. I believe Dr. Jaden was the ABA or something.
They may have. ABA tried all kinds of stuff, and I give them credit for that. Here's the thing about it, though, right? I wouldn't mind if the league tried it because I think the league for a long time, like, stopped trying with the All-Star game. Like, baseball always is trying something different, even though they draw sometimes and, like, give away home, like, field advantage, which is stupid. But I think basketball has to try something. So I like to see them try to see what it looks like. Maybe they can add something to it to make it more entertaining. But from my recollection in terms of watching one-on-one tournaments, I just don't think it's that entertaining. Like, I mean, what do you guys think?
Are they gone?
I don't know what happened to them, but Core. But what do you think about it, though, Core?
I'm here. My bad. I was on mute. I would just be interested to see who would win at the end of the day. You know, I know the games themselves wouldn't be that interesting, but I was sitting there racking my brain trying to think who would win a one-on-one tournament.
But what does that even mean, though?
The best one-on-one player in the league, I guess.
Yeah, but who cares? Because think about it. LeBron is probably still right now probably the best player in the NBA. And what part of what makes his game special is the ability to set up other people for baskets. Like, if he's not the best one-on-one player, who cares?
The way you win a one-on-one tournament, because I've actually participated, is have great post-game and brute strength, and it's really not that entertaining. I mean, it's not what you think it would be, where you see two young guys going at it one-on-one, and there's a whole lot of moves, a lot of crossovers. That's more for the camera, and you'll get situations in practices where coaches will set it up and they do 2-dribble or 3-dribble, and you got to start from the 3-point line. But in a real one-on-one, old school, old man one-on-one game, I'm going to take you to the block and I'm going to bang around and I'm going to score a post point. That's not entertaining. That's not entertaining.
No, it's definitely not entertaining at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to see that. That's me personally. What else you got for us, Corey?
Okay, fellas. Yeah, I don't got nothing. I just, man, like I said, y'all my boys, man. I always tune in. I just want to give y'all a couple of bars, man, and I enjoy the show, man.
Man, thanks for the support, Corey, as always, man. Have a great week. Have a blessed week. And, come back with us next week, man. But we appreciate all the love, though, homie.
And before I go, what's up with y'all Facebook? Because I still be trying to share stuff. I can't share none on y'all Facebook for some reason.
I got to check with Dev. Dev runs our Facebook page, and he's right now out doing, like, community service. He's helping, like, Somalian refugees. So we'll check with Dev and make sure everything's cool. But, Core, thanks for the support as always, homie.
All right, one love.
All right, peace. Yeah, I know Phil Maddox going to join us in a minute to talk a little bit about everything with us. Phil, I definitely got to get you on. We got a great topic for you in a little bit, Phil, but hold tight because I definitely want to get you on. But we have to get Gus Griffin on because he has what he likes to call his investment picks. These are not gambling picks; these are investment picks. So let's get Gus on to talk about some games. Gus, how are you, homie?
How you doing?
What's going on, Gus?
We are absolutely
yeah, we pretty good. We doing great, man.
Let's get to the money, brother. Let's get to the money.
Gus calls in from all over the world, so like we don't know where he is right now. He's probably in Russia somewhere, but
on the run from his bookies.
So that's the room we start. And that's why he's always across the world. Be Austin. He be on the run from his bookies.
Hey, if there's any country you shouldn't joke on being in, it's Russia, okay?
Not these days. I don't know that. I mean, they real tight with your president, and he will come get you out if you get in a jam. And long as you say thank you to him. But Gus, man, we got a couple games, man. We got the Seahawks +6 versus the Eagles.
Yes. Go ahead.
What you got?
Okay, yes, Seahawks +6 on the Eagles. Now, that's an interesting game. Started out at 4 points. It's gone up to 6. Seattle has lost 2 games in about the last month at home. They haven't lost 2 games at home in pretty much the last 2 years, 2 or 3 years. They're not as good at home as they used to be. Every football thing says take Philadelphia in this. They're flying high, but I just think that in this case, they're not going to lose 3 games in barely a month. at home. I just can't see it. And Philly is just due for a subpar game. So I'm taking Seattle plus the 6. And I'm also taking the over in that. It's over 47.
Okay. Seattle plus the 6, over 47. Okay. Interesting. So the Ravens are -3 versus the Lions. What you got there?
They're putting it together. The Lions, they're decent, but not quite good enough. The Ravens are putting it together a little bit. I'm gonna take the Ravens with that.
Okay. All right. Ravens putting together. Ravens. Okay. Next, we got the Colts. The Colts are getting 9.5 at the Jags. What you got? What you got there?
Yeah, you tell me the last time, and then for that matter, the last time Seattle was a home underdog. Tell me the last time the Jaguars were a 9.5-point favorite.
Against the
Colts. I don't remember it.
Against the Colts, especially considering, like, you know, they just with the Peyton Manning to Luck, like, you wouldn't think that the Jags would ever be a 9.5-point favorite, but you know, Trump is our president.
You probably got to go back to when Fred Jackson was there and Mark Burrell, you know, that crew when they were 9.5 points. They're not accustomed to that. Teams have personalities like people. And if you know their personality and their track record, then you kind of anticipate what they're going to do. I just don't think they're ready to be a 9.5-point favorite. They're a better team, clearly. I expect them to win, but not by 9. I'm taking the Colts.
Okay. No problem. All right, so after that one, we have the Falcons -3 versus the Vikings. What you got there?
Yeah, Vikings, same as the Eagles. They just due for a little letdown. They're the better team, and the Falcons have sort of found their offense again, so I'm taking the Falcons -3.
Okay, you're taking the Falcons there. Interesting. Okay. All right, so the Raiders-Giants, the under is 42 with the Raiders and Giants. We know that Michael Crabtree won't be there.
Yeah, but there's just 2 words to explain a low-scoring game. Geno Smith. That's the only analysis you need.
Yo, people been letting Geno have it in the media. Like, he is just dog.
And it's crazy because, like, you know, and we know Geno, like, but what's he supposed to do? Like,
trash.
Say, no, I don't want to start. Yeah, man. So you already said that your Seahawks and Eagles, you're going to stick over on that one. But now, in terms of another game, we have the Cardinals +7 versus the Rams. What you got there?
Yeah, I'm always leery of road favorites within the division. There's a familiarity there, and I believe familiarity typically benefits the underdog. So Blaine Gabbert, of all people, has put together 2 good games in a row, and so 7 points is a lot in a division game on the road. So I'm going to take the Cardinals. I expect the Rams to win, but I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Okay. And just to put it out there right now, your season record at this moment is 22-26-1. So we'll see.
Why
we'll see where you are.
Man?
I just want to put it out there. You know, got to put it out there because we just let everybody know we're keeping. We don't let you just come on and spew anything. We want to keep track of that. We'll see though. Like, I mean, I like some of your picks this week.
You're hating.
So, Gus, man, thanks as always for your picks, man. Good luck in running around the world, ducking the bookie. But we'll look forward to hearing from you next week and seeing if we can get you to 500, man.
All right, man.
All right, Gus. Thanks. Take it easy.
Hey, man, travel safe. Always stay one step ahead. Always keep your drink refreshed. And don't kiss them girls in the mouth.
All right, Gus. Take it easy.
Let's send my back to the raw, right?
All right, peace, Gus.
All right.
That's Gus Griffin, everybody, with his investment picks. We got the homie Fred. Fred's calling in to talk a little college. Phil, I know you're there, Phil. Hold on, because we got to get you for a specific topic. I know you have no idea what the topic is, but it's right in your wheelhouse, so just stay with us. But we got to get Fred on to talk some college football. Hey, Fred, you there?
This is Tobias, who's here to eat crow.
Oh, Tobias. I thought you were Fred.
I got to eat crow.
Hey, Tobias.
Hey, Jimmy, don't worry. I take no offense to a grown man not knowing my phone number by heart. That's not my father.
Oh, no. Yeah, we all alpha males in this building. But you know, that also means that Fred ain't calling when he's supposed to, man. So, you know. But anyway.
Hey, all I got to say, Jimmy, Kerry Rhodes would have been mad if he got his number. But anyway,
What's good, man?
Hey, E. Crow, congratulations to the Auburn Tigers. They still could kick rocks. By the way, they still a useless cow college, but they whipped Alabama, and I gotta give them. Hey, you gotta call it what it is.
Yeah, I mean, this is true. This is absolutely true.
Yeah.
You know, salute to you and your fandom. I just can't root for any school in Alabama for obvious reasons.
In
but,
the SEC,
yeah.
you was the man, homie.
Hey, but you know what though? But I'll say this also because I heard I watched the first Undisputed and First Take a little bit when I was supposed to be working, right? And I saw you guys were talking about like the whole NFL giving this money to these social causes or whatever. See, the thing is, what a lot of these athletes, a lot of black people got to understand. Yeah, that money sounds good, but you got to remember also, white people are the one that founded most of these HBCUs because they didn't want your black asses going to school with their kids. So they'll put money there to keep y'all away, keep y'all quiet.
Whoa.
And so what happens is that they using that money as hush money. Okay, we gave money to the United Negro College Fund, and nobody ever know any black person to go to school or United Negro College Fund. Y'all may do, but I don't know. And and they give this money away to keep these guys quiet and say stand. And I applaud the Eric Reeves and some of the other guys. Like, whoa, they ain't gonna just buy us off here. And that's what the dominant society been doing forever. Give you some money, get you a little TV show to keep you quiet. And it's a damn shame it's still working, and they still haven't yet to address those issues.
All right, well, here's a couple things about that. Like, well, for one, salute Malcolm Jenkins for securing the bag. He getting his yele on, so salute to him for that. But I don't even understand what the player So my thing is, what could they have done that would have made a difference?
Nothing.
Like, give more money. Exactly. So that's the thing. It's sort of like that scene from the Malcolm X movie when he's like walking in to the college and the girl runs up to him like, I love everything you're doing. I want to help. I'm a white person. I care. I want to help. What can I do? And he looks at her and says, he keeps walking past her. Right. So,
but you know what?
I don't think it mattered what they did. Like, so you would have been on here saying the same thing if they would have gave $1 billion or like
here's
nothing.
Here's the only thing I said what could have been done. Every owner of any professional sport has the ear of politicians because they got to get those stadiums built. And out here in Phoenix, these politicians going in about the Arizona Coyotes. Yes, they got a hockey team in Phoenix by moving the team and stuff like that. But I would have been like, hey, get me a seat in this table when it comes to speaking up for issues for my people. Let me at least get in there and talk to these politicians, not just the federal. I'm talking about these local, state, and local politicians to talk to them because these guys have the end. And sometimes they need the end to say, hey, talk and let's see what we could do. Let them know our issues because I'm gonna say this. Let's be honest here, guys. White people aren't black. Most white people don't live around black people, have black friends, stuff like that. So a lot of them don't understand our struggle.
Tobias, you hit a pregnant pause like you was about to make the most profound statement in the history of the world. You was like, yo, white people aren't black.
Oh, my bad. I almost got hit in the car there. Some old person driving. But you kind of get what I'm saying, though. I think sometimes we got to understand it's like sometimes we got to get into the room. And I'm not talking about Steve Harvey, Ray Lewis getting in the room either.
No, I understand what you're saying, but that's what it's all about. It's about shout out to Solange. It's about having a seat at the table, and that's all across and everything. Whether you're talking about politics, whether you're talking about sports, entertainment. But I mean that wasn't going to happen with this whole situation. Like I don't know what people were waiting to happen from this. My point is I don't think anything could have happened from this situation. Like it just couldn't. Other than what happened, they gave some money and Malcolm secured the bag. Him and his family all got cars with stars on the ceilings now. And we'll see how much of that bread they give back because we already know that they said he wasn't even letting people have a voice in the negotiations allegedly. But
oh boy.
So we'll see what happens with this. But shout out to Malcolm Jenkins anyway. He seems like he means well.
Can I actually get a question though?
What's that?
About this. Do y'all think I hear people say Kaepernick's having to speak. Do y'all think he should speak?
No.
No. My take is a little bit more militant and probably closer to yours, Tobias. I just acknowledge the fact that this particular country isn't built for us to be anything or any place other than who we are and where we are. And so, you know, I the hope for greater things for us comes from a more global and world perspective and understanding that there is a need to travel, do business, both inside and outside of these borders, enjoy sports, enjoy travel, enjoy culture, enjoy life, both inside and outside of these borders. Because if you think that America is going to change after the election of a clear-cut and defined white supremacist, come on, man. Like,
Yo,
this is what it is.
Hey, Hank. Basically, all B. Austin just said is he enjoys looking at foreign IG models, so he wants to travel the world and visit their homelands. But that's either here nor there.
This is true.
That's either
And
here
I
nor
say,
there.
I know you guys got to run. Couple of quick things here. One, Kyle Kuzma's a beast, you know, and that shows sometimes, you know, Kuz a beast. But I'll say this also, and White B also talk about not built for us. Well, a lot of black people got to understand, black people failing makes white people rich. Those prisons. Look at all the stuff that white people benefit off of black failure.
I'm done. Yo, drop the mic. Drop the mic, Tobias. Drop the mic.
Yeah, stop talking there, man. You killed it.
Hey, you guys have a good day, man. And Jimmy, I got to say about your Lakers. They on the right track. All they got to do is finish, but the Lakers on the right track. And my dad is a Sixers fan. He's all been old school Dr. J Sixers fan. He's excited.
He's a good man.
All we got to do,
and
and everybody else got to do, is hope that something happens to the Warriors, because yo, it's good.
You guys take it easy. Have a good evening, man.
Tobias, I got a question for you in closing, and I know you're still listening. Did and for you too, Billy Beige and Blueprint, did Malcolm Jenkins sell out?
I don't think he did, man. I think we're you know, we see him getting money and we immediately think, that was the hush money. That's the shut him up. But at the end of the day, there had to be something that we're trying to get. And I think $100 million, yes, to a billionaire doesn't seem like so much, or to a $30 billion organization. But these organizations that this money should be going to, $1 million can to see at some of these congressmen's tables. $100 million can actually do a lot if you have the right plan in place to utilize it. I mean,
do
they have the right plan?
Yeah, no one knows what their plan is. That's the problem. But here's my thing. Malcolm Jenkins said, "How can I help the poor if I'm one of them?"
Exactly.
Yo,
brothers,
I'm gonna tell you like this: each team and each owner reach very deeply into their hearts and their pockets. Out of those 32 owners, and they donated $2.7 million apiece.
Listen, here's what I'm saying. We don't know what happens. What if he takes the whole bag and says, "Here, I'm giving the whole thing to Know Your Rights campaign"?
That's beautiful.
That would be the most rebellious gangster thing that he could have ever done. Because for those who don't know what that is, that's Kaepernick's organization.
Malcolm Jenkins can't sell out black players in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like he has. It's not like we're a monolith. Like that's the thing when we worry about people selling out. We need people working at multiple fronts in this war. So we need the person they don't.
No. I didn't perceive him to sell out black players in the NFL, because black players in the NFL, except for a certain few, were never in the game to begin with, because they leverage. Like, understand this, Billy Bays. Black players said in this struggle, in this war, I'd say less than 10% of them were willing to really stand up. You saw guys like Kenny Stills, you saw guys like Malcolm Jenkins, you saw guys like Brandon Marshall, and a few others really take a stand. But the majority of them took a Michael Crabtree approach. Man, I ain't talking about none of that stuff.
Well, hold on real quick, Big
Like
Austin,
Dez
before you
Bryant.
finish your thought. Before you finish your thought, I want to put this out there because we didn't say, in case people are listening and have no idea what we're talking about, the NFL and the quote-unquote Players Coalition, they're nearing a commitment that will earmark millions of dollars. Like Hank said, it was somewhere, the rumors were like $100 million for social justice organizations.
It's 89. It's 89 million over 7 years.
Okay, so we've seen as high as 100, but now you're saying it's 89 over 7. So whatever the final number is,
12.71 million a year.
With some of the issues that some of the players said was that the organization is essentially Malcolm Jenkins' organization. It's not like a organization where anyone has any say-so. So some people think that he got his Rafe and Miz on and finessed the league for a nice bag.
Shout out
you know
to Clay
what I'm saying?
Davis, man.
Shout out to Clay Davis. I'd take any money giving it away. Yeah. But shout out to Clay Davis, man. Shout out to Rafe and Miz, man. Shout out to Mello from Respect Your Life. You know what I mean? All of our favorite characters. But
shout out to the Zoe God too, man.
Yo, and shout out to Wyclef Jean because
Yo,
you know,
you always got to shout out Leon the Zoga.
Yo, Wyclef allegedly, because he says that he didn't take any bread, pulled the biggest Rafe and Miz scam of the last 100 years with the text for Yele, because all of us text Yele. All of us on the phone probably text Yele, and you know, next thing we know, we see my man with a Ducati naked on IG, but no funds that went anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? We all we all help Clef get a Ducati so he could pause for his followers and whatnot. You know what I mean? But
they got to do it for the gram.
Yo, and shout out to Hank, because Hank is the biggest Wyclef fan I know, so he's taking these jokes all in stride.
So you know I text Yele.
I know you text Yele.
For why though? Listen,
Yo,
the only way,
try to help the people in Haiti,
the only
man.
way you can justify being a fan of Wyclef is if you have the same passionate feeling for Lauryn Hill that I used to, and then I can justify it. If not, it can't be the bars, brother.
Yo, but hold on though. All right, go ahead for Hank tells us about Wyclef and his two classic albums. But hold on. Because even beyond that, right? It's so sad though, because like when you read books in history, I think more money has been stolen in the name of Haiti than any other place. Any individual place, there's always a fundraiser and things going on for Haiti, but Haiti never sees that bread though. So salute to all our Haitians, man. Shout out to all our Haitian followers and listeners, man. We love y'all, man. Anyway,
stop by say,
yeah. But Malcolm Jenkins, man, let's not kill him yet until we see where his bread goes. Like if he starts showing up to the games, though,
I'm not killing him, Jimmy. But he's already begun by saying, all right, now I won't protest. I won't throw the fists up. I won't. You know what I'm saying? Like they made him sign an agreement. No, he said this. This is stuff he has agreed to. Yeah, he's not protesting anymore. They gave me the money. I'm good. Yes,
I
sir.
didn't hear him say that.
Yes, sir.
Now, here's the thing.
He will not protest any longer.
Oh, come on, Malcolm. Well, let's see if he shows up to the game with some fresh Ben Baller pieces on his neck. Then we know what it's really about. Damn, I ain't know all that, B. Austin. I thought that that wasn't part of the deal, but we shall see. We shall see. So, Matt, we about to bring you on in a minute, but before we do, I have to give a stat of the week. LeBron Raymond James was ejected from a game for the first time ever in his career. This is his 1,082nd game. Did you guys see LeBron get ejected? First of all, I just want to say that the ref that ejected him, you a sucker. Not for ejecting LeBron, but for your comment after the fact when they asked you why you ejected LeBron. He said the ball threw an air punch at me. No grown man is supposed to say I got upset because somebody threw an air punch at me, dog.
Yo, what is an air punch?
Yo, Billy Bates, what is an air punch, B? What is that?
Yo, where I come from, we don't use jargon like that.
Yo, what is an
like,
air punch?
Does LeBron have superpowers? Like what did he think an air punch was going to do to him? Like, that's not a threat. Come on, man. Do this off, man.
One man threw an air punch, yo.
Yo, my man said an air punch, B. I mean, and yo, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. The boy said, "Yo, LeBron threw an air punch." What do you think about LeBron making it this far in his career without getting ejected? Like, is that an accomplishment?
He's soft, B.
Yeah, I knew they were going to turn that against him. That, you know, it shows he has no passion for the game since he's never been kicked out. I mean, to me, I personally don't think in my basketball career I've made it through any games without getting a tech. So I don't know that life. You know, I was known for cussing out a referee. I might have thrown an air punch or two. I don't know. But yeah, it is very weird that somebody that has played so many minutes in the NBA has never gotten a tech. I know LeBron is a very composed, very mature individual, but that's amazing to me that he's never gotten a tech.
Yeah, it was interesting because I like who thinks about that as a stat anyway. But when they said it, I was like, oh, I mean that makes sense. He doesn't get ejected. I mean, you know, he stays on the floor for his team. But no ref, you gotta chill with the air punch though. That was a wild quote. He threw an air punch at me. Anyway, man, before we move on and get into some hot topics and bring Phil on, we definitely have our homie calling in who always makes great points. So let's bring Naj on the line real quick. Naj, what's good?
What up, man? Yeah.
How you, brother?
I got the bat signal. Y'all was talking about race stuff, so of course, you know. I'm good though, man. What's up with y'all?
Yeah, we chilling, man. We were talking about in terms of the race that we were talking about Malcolm Jenkins and this Players Coalition, and what if anything could they have gotten that would have made a difference? And what do we think about essentially what they did in terms of getting this money earmarked for social justice organizations? And do we think that Malcolm Jenkins basically pulled a Wyclef on everybody?
Oh man,
yeah,
worst case scenario is a Wyclef situation, but I don't think that's what's going to go on. I'll just throw this example out there. Let me know when the labor unions in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Ohio send Jerry Seinfeld, Bill Burr, and a collection of comedians to go negotiate against powerful people. So the idea that athletes are sitting in a position, you know, like this, you know, you're already talking about this is just not the fight for them. There's definitely other people who should be having this fight. And they got caught in a spot to where they had to come away with a win in order to save face, but they don't really know what a win is in this instance because their whole thing is, hey, we want this to stop. We're upset about it. And now you're trying to bully us into stopping and also disrespecting us to a certain degree in the form of saying, you know, some of the comments from Jerry Jones and things like that. So they had to walk away with a win. But when you're talking about, you know, systemic racism and police injustice, judicial injustice, things like that, you have to actually go at the fraternal order of police. You have to actually go at whole cities and states and talk about revamping their whole legal process and also just kind of hindering the ability of the police to kind of have this, you know, untouchable, area within the law. And, you know, football players can't pull off something like that. And the ownership is not only not interested in a fight like that.
We're a national, if not global, platform, and some of what you're speaking could put, you know, your safety in jeopardy. So I don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talking. I'm gonna say this. Listen, because what Brother Nas said was something that was actually proposed by a gentleman by the name of Eric Holder, that presented FBI findings from the mid to late 90s on the corruption and racism, actual racism and white supremacist leanings within, I think, 16,000 police departments nationwide. And that report that was done by the FBI was presented to the 44th president with the hopes that they could open up a case starting with Baltimore and sweeping the nation against and creating that police reform. So if it couldn't happen and wouldn't happen under the 44th president, where the country is today, that report has probably been burned and destroyed and launched in a rocket to Mars. So what you're talking about, there are people out there that are aware of it and some that may have even wanted to do something, but there's so much of this racism that is within that white supremacist institution that is American law enforcement that it would reveal too much and cost too much. So every 20 years you'll get someone prosecuted within a department like L.A. that's kind of the sacrificial lamb for the rest of the departments around the country, because Baltimore has been notorious for having Klansmen. Yeah, Baltimore. Seattle, Washington is
well,
notorious.
they just had an officer die under some really weird circumstances recently where he was going to testify against it. So that's already out there. But no, you're making a great point about the want-to aspect of this. Yeah. Because you can read the report from Ferguson, you can read the one in Baltimore, and, you know, you can see all of these things available to you, systemic racism. Now, the issue becomes the country doesn't agree with that. It's like it would be like trying to prosecute the troops to a certain degree. This is a protected class that nobody wants to go against. So if you're talking about ownership being willing to take on that kind of fight, no, hell no. That's not something that they're interested in doing. We'll give you this money, we'll create this slush fund, and you'll use that money to have these ride-alongs and all these other silly, superficial things. But maybe they just need to have racial sensitivity training. You know, all these silly things. And then when it doesn't actually change anything, then people will come back and point the finger at the players and say they wasted this money. This didn't get anything done. So that's the ugly part.
I think the illest thing you said in terms of what I picked up on, you made a lot of great points, was when you made the joke about the comedians, because essentially what you're saying is, like, you know, we all have a part to play, right? Everybody got a part to play. Back to yours, right? So that's not their job. They should have brought in people who this is what they do. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not gonna call someone who's a chef to, like, you know, change my brakes. So why do I want my favorite running back in there negotiating social justice for social justice, right? So there are people that do these things, and they should have been in the room negotiating for the players. But according to what we're hearing, Malcolm and his close pals kind of took it over. So
I'm gonna go a step further.
But it's still unqualified. Look, I'm really interested in this topic. I've read a lot of books on it, but you put me in that room, the lights become too bright, I'm not qualified, and before you know it, I'm trying to pull out the new Jim Crow or something and try to use the book. Hey, man, we'll look at page 20 because I'm not qualified to handle that. So you bring in people with the experience and real qualifications to be heavy hitters. Yeah. But like I said, you don't bring in a real. It's hard to fight it.
Yeah, you don't bring in a real Jim Crow. You bring in Michelle Alexander. That's what you do.
Indeed.
It's funny.
I brought this up.
It's funny that you mention this, because even in the years past, when you talk about bringing in quote unquote experts, if you look at the athletes who took stands, like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like a John Carlos, like a Muhammad Ali, they always had advisors who were well versed in the waters that they were swimming in to help them negotiate said waters. And we don't have that today because leadership is so void. But great points, Naj. Great points.
Yeah, it's about what's important to them.
That tough topic, man.
It's about what's important to them. Half of them players in there didn't try to negotiate their own contract, but you know.
Anyway, because they get it in that context, but in this context they don't seem to get it. But like I said, I just think in a few years the fallout from this is going to be really bad, because they're going to talk about how the money was wasted and how change did not come about to say, hey, look, we tried. What did you guys produce? We gave you the money. And God forbid somebody goes to buy a suit or some shoes or something that looks kind of funny within that budget when the auditing comes.
Taxi Ale. Yo, this is going to be a great 30 for 30 in about 10 years.
Exactly.
Like Malcolm Jenkins has to live a life of poverty for the rest of his life now. Just to go.
Like, Hank. What if I told you none of the money ever made it to the people?
Yeah, exactly. Like Malcolm Jenkins got to walk around in a potato sack, like from now on, because if he wears anything that shines, we gonna immediately attribute it to this hush money that he got. So I hope he's prepared for that.
Right.
I mean,
and then the grifters are gonna come to play too. The activists who like to rhyme a little bit, who sound like rappers at times. those people who are going to come with their nonprofit and get a little chunk of this money and do so-called town halls in black communities. Hey, what are your grievances with the local police? And nothing comes of it but, fake hugs and smiles and a whole bunch of money spent. Like, that is about to go on. So that's why I see this as not only a huge mistake, but it's going to end up hurting the things that they care most about, which is this issue. And I'm glad these brothers actually care because, hell, we went through the Jordan years where athletes just were completely silent.
Hey,
so
man.
it's good that they actually care enough to take this risk.
Malcolm Jenkins got all kinds of hoteps in his inbox right now.
Oh, man, the box offerings are out of control.
Hey, last question. Now, do you think Malcolm Jenkins is going to help Umar build his school or no?
Oh, man, now you almost just gave me a heart attack right there. Just that alone, that story alone. And the clip that played on the news of him saying homophobic things or ridiculous things that aren't scientific or things about his degree. Oh, man, that's...
Wait, y'all said...
oh, man, this could be
we
really
have
bad.
you-
This could be bad for the Q rating of black people globally. That's how
While we have you on the line, Naj, earlier...
Hold on. Y'all going to stop disrespecting Frederick Douglass's great-great-granddaughter.
Stop, man. Y'all got shit.
Yo, stop it.
Umar is for the community.
Umar is for the people. King Kong conscious. Naj, while we have you, when we opened up the program, we asked, who's going to go down next? And I think we have our answer because Russell Simmons is stepping down from the Def Jam empire after another woman accuses him.
No, we already said that. We know that. No, Russell stepped down from all his businesses. Yeah,
okay.
That's about him being no. We were saying after Russell, who's next?
After Russell. Okay. I'm late. My bad.
After Russell is a tough one. I'm guessing we're gonna stay within the music industry. So I'm guessing one of these moguls who has been getting by on stuff, but we've been saying rumors for a long time. Maybe he has tattoos on his face, maybe one on his head. Like I think one of those guys is going down. But on the Hustle Simmons point, how does he step down when he blows up every company he makes and then sells it off and then starts up another company? What is Rush Card business? Is that what what is he stepping down for? I didn't know he was involved with anything anymore.
Yeah, he has the that online community that the All Def Digital. What's the other blog that he has that's like a big blog? He has a couple things. Rush Card, All Def Digital. Okay. It's another website that's his too on a low. I forgot what it is. But he has a couple things. But you're right about that. Russell has like a magic. He leaves one thing and it's like goes and does something else and blows that up.
Is it Global Grind?
As soon as that thing is working,
yeah, Global Grind. That's it. He owns Global Grind. That's it.
You will never see me shed a tear for anyone from the Black Miss Leadership class or anybody that acts as somebody else's lackey in basically perverting what diversity is supposed to be. So,
you don't bang the boys.
I'm sorry. Man, look, if we keep presenting people as economists who just took a few classes and are telling people to stop buying Jordans and pull up their pants as economic, we got to do better, man. I'm just say that. See, man, y'all can give me a heart attack.
I respect
bro.
that.
Appreciate you. We got to do better.
He came in and alienated everybody. The white people,
all right, Naj, man. As always, man, thanks for your call. Thanks for the support, man. We do we can get you riled up though, dog. All right, homie.
Indeed. Y'all be easy.
All right, bro.
Peace. Yo, y'all gonna be mad when Malcolm Jenkins fund that Umar school though. Y'all all gonna be mad though. Phil, I know Phil's still there.
You got to take a gate test before you get in there.
Oh no, yo, listen, man. Listen, we gotta talk about the NBA, and this is where we bring our homie Phil on. Let's see, hey Phil, you there?
My chain hang down in my dang glass tables. I'll never be Crabtree. Yo, what's good, fellas?
Yo, but my question is, your chain hang. But do you tape your chain to yourself when you go outside though? That's the question.
Yo, when I say that, yo, that was the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Yo, how you tape your chain and still get it took? Yo, first of all, taping your chain is ridiculous. Yo, what kind of he used that old school masking tape that don't work. Like, what do you use?
I'm gonna get us kicked off the air because I'm gonna just go ahead and say he was the guy. Crabtree was the brother that was recognized as the representative of all black people in like Nebraska. Like in the middle of Nebraska, it was only 2 or 3 black kids on a high school team. They got all the Becky.
Shout out to Lil Screw. Listen though, hold on real quick. Because I gotta start our NBA talk. And our NBA talk is brought to you by Audible.
Just one thing. Be honest, did he wear FUBU a little too long? And he wore like colorful do-rags?
Yo, FUBU is still in his closet, and Nietzsche, all hip-hop brands. No polo.
He look like Miss Bleak. He look like Miss Bleak. Hold up though, man. Hold up, man. I gotta give Audible their shout out, man. Listen, if your schedule is too hectic to read as much as you want, try audiobook, kick back, and let someone else do the reading for you. Go to audibletrial.com and get your free audiobook. By the way, we got a new show coming out called The Listening, which is about audiobooks. It's going to be pretty amazing because a lot of us consume books in different formats.
Yeah.
So shout out to Audible for that. audibletrial.com. But it's now time to talk about some basketball. All right, Phil, you're a hip hop guy. Where's Curtis? Where's Curtis? Where's Curtis Blow rank all time?
Hold on, God, because I got a couple bars to get off because I've been waiting. Yo, first of all, Michael Crabtree, he's still the dude that got the chains that make him sound like the Ghost of Christmas Past. But a couple things. Haiti, one. That's the ATM for world leaders when they need a little extra funds for they takeovers and they coup d'etats.
More money is just stolen in the name of Haiti than anybody, yo.
You already know. Jimmy Kimmel is the next on the list. He not that funny, so he got his job, just bullying. But not Fallon, because Fallon's my guy. But Jimmy Kimmel on ABC, I know what you did, yo. I know what you did.
Jimmy got the sick baby though, not Jimmy. Jimmy got the Obama kid go down like that.
Well, hold up, though. ABC got to be due for somebody, right? Because you already got NBC and you got CBS. I think ABC
you got Fox.
Left point. Fox got Rush out of there, though.
Yo,
it hurts because
air punches. Air punches. Those are the punches that Cuba Gooding threw in Boys in the Hood when he found out that Ricky got smoked and he couldn't take it no more. Those are air punches.
No. That wasn't when Ricky got smoked. That's when he was trying to get some yams. But anyway, listen though. That's when the cops. That's when the cops said harassing him. He was upset. Yeah, and he was trying to share a tender moment with his young lady, so he started throwing air punches. But listen though, man. We got a lot to celebrate this week, man. We have an amazing album from Jadakiss and Fab, right? So we know you're the hip hop guy, right? And this is NBA talk.
Literally amazing,
right? So here's the question to you, Phil. If we were trying to figure out who is the Jadakiss in the NBA and who is the Fab of the NBA, who would you use to say this is the Jadakiss of the NBA and Fab and why? Now I know this is out of the blue.
Right now.
Thought about it. Give us both.
All time or right now?
Jamal Crawford.
Give us both. Jamal Crawford is who?
We talking about
Fab.
Nah, man, don't do Fab like that, man. Fab a little better than that. All right,
damn, y'all disrespectful to a guy that dropped 50 on 4 different teams.
He dropped 50 on 4 different teams?
He dropped 50 on 4 different teams and leads the league in 4-point plays.
I know he led the league in 4-point plays.
That's not
I know he had a couple
stat,
50-point games.
That's one of them Elias Sports Bureau stats.
Yo, is that fake news? Be often do you really see?
That's real. That's real talk. That's real rap.
That's an amazing feat.
I know I bang with that boy.
The fact that you can go to 4 different teams, if you have the ability to score 50, why are you on 4 different teams?
Because he's not a Willie Burton. It wasn't a fluke.
The one shot Bill, Willie Burton.
Dana Barris made an All-Star team.
Kiss.
Who you got, Phil? What you got?
I got, because he has to be a Hall of Famer. I'm going with just purely off the consistency, not the style, just purely off the consistency. You always going to get, you know what you're going to get every time you hear him, but you're never going to get what you want. I'm going with Karl Malone. And I'm gonna tell you why. Karl Malone, he's second
hang
all-time
up,
leading
yo.
scorer.
Hang the phone in, yo. Give him,
I know.
Phil, I love you, yo.
Be off like Karl Malone.
Yo, you gotta go, man.
I don't like Karl Malone either.
Get out of here, man.
Yo, B.
Nah,
Austin does not like Karl Malone.
yo, you cannot
Yo,
compare
like me,
one
I
of my
hate Karl Malone.
favorite MCs ever to a guy that drives trucks, wears cowboy hats, and
Has Kiss ever won the championship?
And hunts little Mexican girls.
Has
Yo,
Kiss ever won a championship? And what I mean by the championship, has Kiss ever had the best album in any given year?
No, he hasn't. But hold on though. I remember one time on the show, he also legit tried to argue me that Karl Malone wasn't the top 5 power forward just because he don't like ball.
Stop it.
He
I don't like ball either. But you always knew what you was going to get every single night. You knew what they were going to do. You couldn't do nothing about it, and it was going to be what it was. That's why he's the second all-time leading scorer.
This is the most disappointed I've ever been in you ever. Like, there's nothing that you ever said. Come on.
In fact, I don't like Karl Malone either. I think he's a piece of, you know what I mean? But he also did his daughter dirty, which you know I definitely don't like that. So, but it is what it is. Consistency is consistency. You got to take the separate.
No, but there were other more consistent dudes out there.
All right, hold on. All right, B, who you got then? Who in your opinion is the Jadakiss of the NBA? And Hank, you too.
Alex English.
Alex English. You had to really go on your bag for that one.
Yo,
you know what?
English.
I'm thinking of somebody that's still active today, just like Jadakiss. You know who I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with ISO Joe.
ISO Joe, yes, that man, Hank is that boy.
ISO Joe. Really, that's what you now y'all disrespecting Kiss.
No, I'm not.
ISO Joe not a Hall of Famer.
ISO Joe bust LeBron ass every time.
Is ISO Joe a Hall of Famer?
Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yo, you say, hold on. You say yeah real fast, like it's guaranteed. Like, really?
Yo.
ISO Joe's a Hall of Famer.
Jimmy, wait, hold on. Is Joe Dumars in the Hall? All right, then.
Joe Dumars got 2 chips, and he got a Finals MVP.
So what?
I'll bust Joe Dumars in the Hall.
I didn't make the rules. That's what it is. You know how the NBA works, and you know they respect.
Joe Dumars got in the Hall for smiling. ISO Joe will get in the Hall because he busts LeBron ass every chance he gets an opportunity to. Come on, man.
And what ISO Joe got to show for that, other than being the initial member of the Direct Deposit Boys?
Yo,
what does Jadakiss have to show for his? Look, hold on. Let me break this down. All right. Joe Johnson was a member of the Phoenix Suns right before they really blew up. Kind of like how Jadakiss was a member of the Lock during the shiny suit era, but not really when they were at their prime. I mean, then he went to the Nets, and he was stuck in the Nets the same way that the Locks were stuck. Under that bad boy deal, they were with another squad. They were still stuck there. And then you got Joe Johnson has always been consistent, man. Joe Johnson will give you 20-plus points every single year of his career. He's not going to be the fanciest dude, but he's always going to be super consistent. The same way Jadakiss is always super consistent. Neither of them won the championship. Jadakiss Joe
gained.
Wait, hold on. Phil, hold on. You know what though? I'm gonna give you this. I will give you this, and Billy, I gotta do this. I got a line in the sand. If you score less than 18 points a game, you can't go to the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. To borrow a phrase.
Isolation Joseph is currently sitting at 16.4 a game, but I will say
Now, let me give y'all my opinion. Let me give y'all my opinion.
The man that made all for the love of drug dealing can't score 16 points a game.
Yo, let me give y'all my opinion, right?
Ever going platinum? Is Jadakiss ever going platinum?
I think he has. But that
he has a
with the Locks.
I was about to say
the Kiss of Death went the joint with Y on there went platinum. And
Yo,
it was Grammy nominated. But he didn't win, like Karl Malone didn't win.
Well, hold on. Let me give y'all my opinion. It's kind of a combination. It's kind of a combination of what both of y'all are saying, right? So, my opinion is Dominique Wilkins, right? And
I like that.
All right, here's why.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
Here's why, right? Because Dominique was like that next tier. Like, he was never quite like the Magic Michael Larry, but he had nights where he was at the Magic Michael Larry, but he was never like consistently Magic Michael Larry. But every once in a while, he'd get out there and you'd be like, yo, like Kiss is always at like that Biggie J Nas level, but he's like right below that. But every once in a while, he kind of like reaches that level. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Put me up on it. That I like that too.
I can agree.
I like that.
I like that.
And he in the Hall of Fame. And he didn't win.
And he in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's going to the Hall.
He put his numbers
but
up.
Phil, you ain't watching enough ISO Joe because you don't know my man.
And when Nick do that tomahawk dunk, that's the Kiss laugh right there. That's the Kiss laugh. That's like, you know, the Kiss laugh. But
I never said ISO Joe couldn't play. I just said his skill level doesn't equate to Kiss's skill level on the mic.
But that's all ISO Joe has is skill. He ain't been an athlete in 10 years. Yo, when he gave LeBron 36,
but Kiss bars is worth
10,
more than 16 points a game. Come on.
Listen. When he gave LeBron 36, 10, and 10,
all right. Well, hold on.
All of them.
Because y'all not gonna agree on this. So my question is this though. All right. So my question is, Phil.
No, I said you got that. I said you got Jimmy. You got that. I like Dominic.
I just want to hear who would Phil compare ISO Joe to hip hop wise. I mean, because he did like make Paul Pierce get shot.
He killed the truth. He killed the truth. You can't kill the truth.
Yo. But all right, though. So, B. Austin, you say. Go ahead. Think about it.
No, go. You got it, B. Austin.
I was going to say B. Austin. B. Austin already said that his fab is Jamal Crawford. So I want to hear who you guys think about Jamal. I mean, not Jamal Crawford. Who you think is fab? So who do you compare fab to?
I think Fab is like a John Wall type dude. Like he has all the talent in the
John Wall
the
can't
skill.
Shoot. Fab is definitely a shooter.
Hold on, guys. He's progressively getting better. He still can't Fab can't make that album like John Wall can't shoot, and he can't get to that next level because he can't make that classic album.
No, I respect that. That's a good one.
I like the analogy. I love the analogy.
And the mixtapes, he got that all day long. Like John Wall can give you all that flashy. He can dunk on you. He can cross you over. He might be the fastest dude with a basketball in his hands. But
the
bottom
John
line is
John Wall's jump shot is the equivalent of a Fab album with a barcode.
Pretty much. Yo. And then
I like
he
that.
had to go get a Hall of Fame.
I like that. Yeah. No, that was a hot ass analogy.
Hey, Hank, you got something to add to that one?
Who's Fab?
For Fab, I'm gonna give him something like a Andre Iguodala. He came in.
Oh, come on! Hold on. I'm gonna get apology. All right, I'm gonna play it out. I'm gonna let you play it out. Go ahead.
You thought he could be a franchise player. You thought he could be a franchise player. He came out in the era of the big clothes and everything. He seemed like he was going to be that guy. And he never really made it to that level, but he's always been a guy that's always been in the mix. I mean, he perfected his one thing. Like Fab, he had his punchlines the same way Andre Iguodala has that good defense and that athleticism. Like that's what Fab is, just a one-dimensional guy. And every once in a while he'll pop up. He'll have an MVP season. You know, he'll have an MVP series. He'll have, an all-star season, but he'll never be mentioned in there at that top tier. I think it's a perfect fit.
Soul tapes.
No, yeah, I kind of think I love the explanation, Billy Bays. I think you articulated that beautifully. But the problem is when you look at Fab's catalog, you are really discounting Fab.
He's a two-time champion and a Finals MVP. Like
that might be his soul tape.
But the soul tape. I'd rather listen to the soul tape than some cats' albums that I consider okay. Like you nice, dude. The soul tape.
I would rather win a Finals MVP than be an All-Star.
Hold on though. If Fab has a platinum album and he got some big singles, like the one with To Me is a huge single.
And he's diverse. See, that's the thing you took away from him because he's a mixtape. He's a mixtape king, but he'll get on an R&B track and make you hum along with your lady.
See, for me, another good Fab analogy would be maybe Vince Carter. Vince Carter.
No, don't disrespect Fab like that. Vince a hoe.
B. Austin is not like Vince either. Yo, just certain dudes in the league that B. Austin just don't like.
Yo,
Vince
listen, wait,
I know.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna say this, right? First of all, Vince Carter is the original. He's the original James. He's the original James Harden. Do y'all remember watching the Nets when Jason Kidd was out there giving his life, and Vince Carter would get on defense and would look confused, and they would make Jason Kidd, who's older than Vince, get on the toughest defensive assignment. You got the most athletic dude in the league who will not guard anybody. Then on top of that, he never worked on his game. When Vince crossed over or put the ball in his left hand, it was just like Dr. J or my man Clyde the Glide. He had to look down at the ball in his left hand in order to dribble. Yo, come on, man. Only thing Vince picked up was a jump shot. In 20 years of playing, he went from just a leaper to a damn good jump shooter. But come on, man, don't do that, man. Fab is more than Vince Carter. Yo. And Vince going to the hole.
You call Kiss ISO Joe, but Fab Kiss, come on. A 16-point a game scorer.
All right, so hold on, though.
He made.
All right, so the question is,
who's
who's better? Is ISO Joe better than Vince Carter?
Nope.
B. Austin, you saying ISO Joe is better than Vince Carter?
I'd rather not
comment. He
don't want to comment on that one.
Justify it.
He don't want to comment on that one, yo.
Yo, all right. So Jimmy gonna take it here, and I'm gonna say, you know how I think about the clutch. Jimmy, who would you rather have take your last shot, ISO Joe or Vince Carter?
That's one aspect, though.
Checkmate.
Yeah, I would rather have Kiss finish a verse though over Fab.
I'd rather have Vince Carter quarters 1 through 3 and ISO Joe in the fourth.
Vince Carter gonna walk off the court in the third, in the middle of the fourth. Like, all right, I'm done here.
But somewhere in the second quarter, he gonna jump over another human being.
Yeah.
No, but
I like Vince Carter when he's in the air. I just don't like him when he lands.
But the reason the reason I say Vince Carter is because he had such an incredible impact at the beginning, like Fab. Fab came in, he had to holler back. He was fresh off the Clue tapes, like Vince was off, jumping out the gym. And then he had those hits. He had the joint with Little Mo. He had the joint with Nate Dogg.
You know what it is?
To me, like Jim mentioned,
I literally equate skill for skill. So if I think you're a skilled lyricist, then I try and match that up with the guy that I perceive to be a skilled ball player. Like LeBron got to be like Tupac, because Tupac didn't have no skill, but he was one of the best. LeBron got to be.
He found a way. He found a way in a Kiss and Fab conversation.
The trash LeBron.
Yo, how do you do this, yo? Listen, man.
Yo,
Vince Carter to me is like Vince Carter is Joe Budden, but that's neither here nor there.
That might.
But I feel. Here's the thing, though.
That might be Derrick Rose, Joe. That might be Derrick Rose because he just quit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Joe
how about that?
He just gave it up.
Joe ain't quit.
Yo, you right about that. Yo, we got a call online. We got call from Cali. But hold on, before we get to the call though, because that was a great conversation. I think I'm gonna go with John Wall for Fab. We gotta get to the call online. But so Phil, outside of that, how you feel about the album though? How you feel about the album?
No, that minus 2.5 tracks. The album is fire, man. They 2.5 tracks away from being a classic.
I know what 2 tracks.
Get all them Southern dudes off.
No, it ain't even that.
Not even that, man.
Dudes is from
it's the New York dude. One of the New York dudes, or wherever he's from. French.
I know you're talking about.
That might be the worst.
French Montana. That French Montana song.
That might be the worst
garbage.
song that I heard in 2017.
Yo, that's worse. Like 3 bad songs.
That song made me mad at Kiss, because Kiss is literally on there trying to perform. It's like singing.
That's what he always do.
But anyway, I know you're talking about that. I know you're talking about the one with Future, which I'm trying to I'm just gonna make a playlist and take those 2 off. What's the half song you don't like?
No, that's the remix. The remix is the half one because
the remix. I knew he was going. I actually don't mind that song. The remix gotta go.
The hook ruins it, yo.
The hook does. The hook ruins it. The beat is tough.
The bars aren't bad on it.
The bars aren't bad, but the hook is.
But the hook makes makes you not like it. But that French joint is just like, I'm like, yo, what is Kiss doing? Yo, you way too good than that. Like, you might be ISO Joe because of that. Yo, like, you can't do that, yo.
No. Listen. And Jadakiss will take the bag. I know y'all know. Jadakiss will take the bag from anyone and go rap with Little Poo Poo and Young Dookie.
Yeah, but he'll be Jada on those songs. Like, he tried to be Young Dolph on this joint. Like you can't. Jada can't be Young Dolph. First of all,
yo, he
still
said
alive,
Little
Young
Dookie and Young Poo Poo.
Yo.
Well, hold up, though.
Yo, you're wild, yo. I've been talking to y'all, man.
Yo, hold up. Phil, stay on with us for a minute because we got a couple things. I know this other thing that we were in the group chat last night and you were watching the game and we were talking about it. Because moving on with the Sixers, right? So we know about their young stars, but here's a big question. I want to bring this question up before I bring the caller on. And the question is about the Hack-a-Ben strategy. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, as great as he is, everyone knows I call him LHL. He's like left-hand LeBron. That's what I call him, LHL.
I hope you're right,
his foul shooting is atrocious to the point where they actually employed a Hack-a-Ben strategy and actually came back in the game.
Got to tuck his elbow in. Shout out to War Room Dev. Got to tuck your elbow in.
There was somebody go tuck his elbow in. But
that dude shoot like Reggie Miller, and it don't.
He shoot like Tayshaun Prince. But hold up though. So the question is this though, and Hank, you were on there talking about it too. Like, what are the Sixers going to do if people start employing this more? How big of a problem is it for the Sixers that people have found this weakness in his game?
I think you got to get on the rules committee, yo. Change the rules, yo.
Problem percent. I think the guy is young enough, and like you said, it's an obvious form issue now.
There's time. Yeah.
So there's plenty of time to correct that. I mean, like he and I love the fact that Brent Brown stuck with him because a lot of coaches would have took him off the court and just went for the win, but he used it as a teacher.
Larry Brown would have traded him
to fill that burn.
Larry Brown.
Yo, Larry Brown would have traded him for Draymond Green. But hold up though.
And gave the Warriors a first-round pick. Don't forget that. He would have gave him the first-round pick, too.
Yo, I just want to know how big of a problem it's going to be. Also, when you think about the Sixers as they try to move forward and take the next step in terms of building that organization, how big of a problem is it that my man is playing point and can't shoot? And when you talk about Fultz coming back, who also can't shoot,
I don't think Fultz can't shoot. I think that's a matter of him fixing the shoulder, and I need that shoulder to get fixed quick. Like, we need to know because Fultz. I think Fultz is actually a mid-80s free throw shooter.
I know he came for the first couple of games, he was up there like young Drode on the shoulder lean, like he got to the foul line like I'm clean in this bed.
Yo, he had Kaza Sose arms, yo. He gotta walk straight at the end, man.
Yo, he was verbal Kent. My man was verbal Kenting him. I think that Simmons. I agree with Hank. I think that you can fix that. And you can get to a place where I'm gonna be conservative and say that he can land somewhere in between 73 and 76%, and I can live with that. And that would be where I need him to get to. And then left-hand LeBron will be left-handed and a better shooter than the real LeBron at the free throw line. So that's what I'm doing.
So all he needs to do is if he can get 7 out of 10 for his career, I think Brett Brown keeping him in last night. Is gonna prove later on to be the one of the best things that ever happened to that kid. For the simple fact that he would have, you know how when they say quarterbacks had a gift.
The 15th game in his first year is like made his whole career because he left him in.
No, I'm serious though, because had he taken him out, that would have lingered on and on. It would have been in his head. Like, you know how they tell you them dudes can hit free throws all during the practice and then they can't shoot them in the game. That would have been him. But the fact that he let
you saying last night was his mom's spaghetti moment?
It might have been, it might maybe not spaghetti, but it might have been like the entree, like the fried zucchini before you get the spaghetti. You know what I mean? So it was just an appetizer for the final product, because him getting that in his head would have played out all through this season and potentially through his career, a la you know, we seen, you know, we can count the all the different people from
Nick
Shaq
Anderson.
to Ben Wallace to whoever.
Nick Anderson.
Yeah. Shout out to the hashtag Fatboy Delights because we talking about the food analogies.
I've seen Ben Wallace. I've actually seen with my own eyes at a game. Ben Wallace hit 20 free throws before the game and then go 9 for 19. I've seen it.
Yo, Ben Wallace.
It's all mental. It's all mental. I've seen that with a couple of guys.
Him keeping
Dwight
him in the
Howard,
game.
Shaq. Yeah.
And more specifically, the free throws that he kept them in there for, they were clutch free throws. They needed every last one of those free throws to win that game.
No, Phil, you're
I think it's
100%. You're 100% right because even though we remember Nick Anderson for the coward he is, he's actually not a bad free throw shooter from a percentage standpoint. But as the pressure mounts,
oh my God,
mentally
that's kind of like what he's remembered for. And Nick wasn't a terrible player, but that's like his highlight moment. And you never want to be,
Jimmy, it's real sad. It's real sad the way we remember Nick because Nick was like a 15, Nick was like 15, 16 a game. Like Nick was good.
Yo,
so
I mean,
that's
all
like,
we remember. But it's those moments, man. It's those individual moments, man, when the pressure is like at its most. I mean, I think about it this way, right? Charlie Rose was on
LeBron
TV
tries
for 30
to avoid those altogether. I'm gonna just pass.
Charlie Rose was on TV for 30 years and put in all kinds of work. What's he gonna be remembered for? Like walking up to chicks in the office trying to put his schlong in their face. But listen though, we got the homie calling in from the West Coast. We got Rob on the line who's out there watching the Lakers. Rob,
radio.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? It's your boy Rob, a.k.a. Kevin Hart voice, man. I'm big and little at the same time. But anyways, man, how y'all doing, man?
What's up, Ken? How's the weather out there, man? How's the weather?
It's all right, man. Like, cold to us is in the 60s, but, it's good. Sometimes in the morning it gets 40 degrees. That's cold to us, but it's all good, man.
This boy complaining about 60-degree weather, man. How the women treating you out there, Rob?
Which one? You know what I'm saying? Good. Appreciate
Talk to him.
Tell him, Rob.
Rob said, who ain't got no
joking.
man?
Yeah.
Rob was like, who ain't got no man? Listen, though.
He said,
but, Rob, what's going on, though, man? What's up with Lonzo? Did you get your triple Bs yet or what? Did you get your order? Your Zo2s?
Man, first of all, man, I saw that post of this. And I always wanted to say this. I saw that post with that dude. There was a Chinese dude that was at the game with at Boston. Lakers were playing Boston, and he held a sign saying, "We make our stuff. We make y'all stuff, and y'all steal it." I'm like, man, y'all don't even have good quality anyway. But anyways, though, man, that's all I got to say. But Lonzo, he's coming up. I mean, people got to give him a chance. I don't think his dad should. I don't think his dad should apologize anyway. I don't know, man. I don't see the killer instinct in him yet, but it's at least he got Kuzma. And by the way, man, the Tar Heels they did disappoint me. But it's gonna be a long season. We will get. And we will get Williams. We will get Zion Williams, or I think his name is Williamson, right? We will get him. I mark my words. So? We will get him.
We got some inside information. You praying?
You talking about the Lakers?
No, I'm talking about
Carolina.
Zion is already the best player.
I'm talking about Duke. Duke got the ice dragon, man. That kid Bagley. That's the dragon that the Night King pulled out the lake. That's
shout out to the Game of Thrones reference.
He's a problem.
We
hold on, though.
He's something.
Well, here's the thing about it, right? So Zion, looks like the next Rodney Rogers and whatnot. That's how he built. He already built like Rodney Rogers, and he got that game, right?
But he can jump.
You think he's going to Carolina? Like, why do you say that? What do you know that makes you think he's going to Carolina?
His boy Little, no, I think his name is Nasir Little, is his boy. He's in Carolina right now.
I don't have
He's
no
coming
faith
to
in
Carolina.
Roy,
huh?
Yeah, but
I don't have no faith in doggone it, Roy, man.
You don't have faith in Roy?
Listen.
Dude, didn't you just my boy? Didn't you hit the NCAA a couple weeks ago when you know what I'm saying? People got waxed their ears, man. We are clear of all sanctions. We are good. We are clear of all sanctions. We ain't do nothing wrong. Yo,
once Coach Cal comes sit in your living room with that duffel bag, I don't know. Things change, man. I've seen plenty of dudes say, I'm going to Duke, I'm going to Kansas, I'm going to this, and Coach Cal go make him a visit, and I don't know what happens, but
Calipari
I don't know what kind of game he got.
Gucci bags filled with $100 bills.
Yo, I don't know what he says.
It's a mafia conspiracy. It's a mafia conspiracy. That's all I gotta say.
Coach Cal be having bearer bonds, yo. Them drinks be untraceable.
Yo, Coach pull up with like a hard drive full of Bitcoins. I don't know what he does, but somehow Coach Cal
But yo, I need to ask B. Austin something. Actually, I want to ask all y'all something because I'm really on call because I'm mad because my boy, I'm not even gonna call by his name. I'm gonna call Uncle Jenkins. Uncle Jenkins and the rest of these fools sold out for peanuts and sold out for peanuts. I mean,
yo, man,
really?
Texiele, man. That's
they
all
got
we gotta
backup
say
quarterback
about
money. Yeah, it's backup quarterback money. But my question is, where's it actually going? Because like they just
in his pocket.
All right, they gave him they gave him $89 million, but where's it going?
Where did their money go? We gonna see Malcolm Jenkins on IG with Ducati.
Y'all already talked about when it went to the Ducati.
We gonna see Malcolm Jenkins on IG and Ducati in his draw. That's where the money goes. It's the same thing Wyclef did, man.
I'm a huge Malcolm Jenkins supporter. I can't say I'm a fan of anybody that was born after 1978, but I'm a huge Malcolm Jenkins supporter, and like it was disappointing to see him acquiesce, because if he doesn't realize historically what charity means, especially charity under duress, like they're just really buying you. And maybe in his heart of hearts, he believes that his owners of his collective plantation, when they reach into their pockets to cut their checks for $2.7 million divided by 7. These dudes are only gonna pay like $300,000 a year. Yo, man, I can't, man.
Rob, but to answer your question, Rob, before we move on,
that's an 8-string running back.
To answer your question, Rob, that money is going. I think Malcolm said he's going to fund Dr. Umar's school, so that's where the money is going.
Oh, that ain't going nowhere. So thanks for telling me that, but.
I'm joking, Rob. I'm joking. Don't run with that. That's a joke, Rob. Don't run with that.
I'm joking too.
Brothers,
I want Rob on social media starting that rumor.
I want you to be aware that the number is 89 million, and it's divided between 32 teams, which means each owner of the African American slaves that play in the NFL is responsible for paying $397,000 a year towards this effort.
Yo.
Yes. You see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, are they really serious? I mean, hello?
Jerry Jones spent that on women.
Yo,
I mean,
Phil said, that's one backup running back that isn't going to be on the roster through the entire season.
They even kept calling Kaepernick out of the discussion. That's why I knew something was, and that's why. I don't know. It's very. They need to take. Hello.
Yeah, we here.
Hello. They
need to take a hello.
They need to take initiative now. They need to be like Malcolm and Martin, and don't be like W. Du Bois. They need to do it now. Realize, okay, now.
Why are we expecting them football players to be Malcolm and Martin?
No. What I'm saying is they need to go down fighting and not like W.B. Du Bois and look back like when you're 80 and 90 and start riding. Well, you know what? I wish I would work with Booker T. Washington. I wish I would work with Marcus Garvey.
Yo, hold on, because that's a deeper discussion, because you can make that argument about WEB, but there's also several other arguments you can make too. We can have that discussion offline, man. Rob, thanks for your call as always. Thanks for your support. Go out there and enjoy the weather and the women, man.
Angry Birds. Well, we come from the Seahawks, and yes, I'm rooting against a black quarterback, B. Austin. He's an elite black quarterback, but yeah, peace.
Peace.
What's elite about her girlfriend?
Yo, man. Hey, Phil, we only got a couple minutes left, so you might as well just rock out with us for the rest of the show. TMZ Hank is in the building. TMZ Hank is in the building. My brother B. Austin's in the building. Last thing I want to ask you, gentlemen, before we get out of here, I want to ask you guys a serious question, man, because I see a lot of early MVP chatter. Now, I know it's like, the season's not even halfway through yet, and it's crazy to talk about the MVP. But do you guys think that Barry is a legit MVP candidate? I saw him go out there and give the Mavs everything they were looking for. So do y'all think Saturn Barry is legit?
I think he's legit, but I think that he's probably number 6 or 7 in the race at this point. Like from a statistic standpoint.
At this point?
Yeah, he's nowhere near James Harden.
I'd have him at 4. I mean, Harden is right now the favorite, clearly.
He's not near LeBron.
Is MVP based strictly on statistics, though?
No, it's not.
Because the Rockets got the best record in the West.
Statistically speaking, like LeBron's numbers is like ridiculous again, as always. Okay, how about you, Hank? Where do you think he right now, MVP wise?
Yeah, I don't. He's not in my top 4 either. I have him as 5. And
wow, I really?
I just I don't know. For me, I really don't. I don't have that he's.
That sounds like
because he's always hurt. He's always hurt. So I mean,
yeah, but he hasn't been hurt yet, though. I'm talking about right now. Right now.
He's due for a 20-game injury, though. So
but
I'm
right
already
now. Yeah, but here's my thing.
Okay.
All right. So if the season ended right now, I would agree with you guys that Harden probably has to be the favorite, also because people feel like they owe him from last year. So I would agree with that. But right now, after Harden, unless you want to make the argument for LeBron, I think, to me personally, and I know it's more than statistics because statistically speaking, but it's also his numbers are similar to Isaiah Thomas's last year, to be honest with you. But his impact in that team is different. The team is playing extremely different, even though they had the number 1 record last year. I'm telling you.
But
last
year, Isaiah was an MVP candidate at this time last year.
Okay.
Jimmy, I think we got a call on the line too. Somebody just texted me, said they're trying to get through for the last couple minutes. Keith.
Oh, I don't see nobody. Nobody raised their hand.
All right. Maybe they don't know the right button to raise their hand. What's the button?
Yeah.
2?
1.
1.
Yeah, we only got a couple minutes left, so raise your hand, whoever you are. All right,
here
we go. Let's
you got to think
let's
about
get
it.
him on.
Harden's clearly. All right, go ahead.
Let's get him on. Got you on there. What's going on?
Oh, I thought y'all was avoiding me wasting my damn time with Rob stuttering ass.
What's going on?
What's going on, fellas?
Who we got in the war room, man? Who we got in the war room?
This E-Day Dallas.
Oh, what's going on?
I'm hanging in there.
Brother.
Just got out of work, so I quit the end of y'all show.
You nervous
we
about
got minutes though, E. What's up? What you got?
One, James. I think so far James Harden. James Harden or LeBron MVP.
Easy.
Okay.
Correct. Heard some chatter today about people saying that LeBron should come to the Sixers. That should be a no-go.
No days for that.
True.
I would take Paul George.
Paul
George can shoot. Paul George, if we can get somebody like Paul George.
Oh, Paul George. Okay.
Yeah,
you take Paul George in the 3. Got you. He would fit with his skill set.
And he can fit. He can shoot and defend.
Yeah, I think he's either going to stay where he's at or go to L.A., one or the other.
And I don't think Lonzo going to be a bust.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. We got to get out of here, though, man. You called at the very last minute. We're about to get off air, man. But thanks for the call anyway. And I agree with you. Stop that LeBron and Philly chatter, man. Let it work. Let everything play itself out, man. That whole LeBron and Philly chatter got to chill.
Yeah.
All right, homie. All right, thanks for the call, though.
Thanks for the call, bro. We appreciate you.
And fellas, text any old ladies, text any old women now before y'all make it big, and settle all y'all debts before they come out on y'all.
Yeah. All right, man. Peace.
All right, fellas.
Peace.
Get them NDAs out quick.
Trump told me
Yo.
just grab him in the hood.
Yo, we got to get out of here, man. Yo, Phil, thanks for chilling with us for the second half of this show, man.
No doubt. We're going to
say,
get you for the hippies, too, Jim.
No doubt. I'm in the building for that. You already know. Thank you for joining us for the forum,
I'm
everybody.
in the building for that.
Shout out to everybody.
Oh.
Facebook, Twitter, those in the group
Let's
me
go,
at. We
Beyonce.
salute to y'all.
Carmelo
Special
will be
thanks
there.
to Gus Griffin. Fred Purdue didn't show up. FOH Fred. Yo, TMZ Hank, Billy Page, a.k.a. hashtag Hank Hell. Salute, Hank.
Hank Hell. Thank you.
Tune in next week live right
Fred
here
Purdue
on demand on our
modeling
podcast network.
in Gainesville. Y'all ain't see him modeling
You
out in
already
Gainesville,
know.
yo?
Hey, Fred, I saw them suspect pics on your Facebook page, too, man. Take them down, dog. Anyway, everybody, check us out at warroomsports.com. Don't forget, cop my book, Sports the Book, at warroomsports.com. Everything is at warroomsports.com. And as we always say, don't accept mediocrity. Be steadfast in the war against ignorance. We'll see you chumps on top.
Jimmy, know the blueprint. Every Thursday, 6 to 8, they do this. Shout out to Dez, PJ, B. Austin, Doc Bay on replay. WarRoomSports.com. Get that mobile app. If not, dial 323 working 0012. They be going and you sensitive, then oh well. Physical podcast, let's talk sports. Showtime like magic in the block push. Listen live, push one to join in. Rip your team or listen for your enjoyment. Hip hop scholars, pit stop and knowledge. Should be in sports credits, I ain't talking college. 5 guys, no beef though. Corporate secret, but the streets know. Belafonte, I got a G flow. KC, royalty, I'm in beast mode. 2 hours, get your game up. Who's the best in sportscast? You better name us. War Room Sports. Yeah, you know, Jimmy, Dez, PJ, Doc Beck, the Austin. I'm Jock. Up and coming on the beat.
War Room Sports. www.warroomsports.com. What? Ain't no more to it.